Yes, good morning students. Today I am going to give certain problems related to inverse trigonometric functions. Prove that sine inverse of 2x into root over 1 minus x square is 2 cos inverse x for 1 by root 2 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 1. Prove that sine inverse of 2x root 1 minus x square equal to 2 cos inverse x whenever x lies between 1 by root 2 and 1. Once in the given problem there is a root 1 minus x square, you have to change sine inverse x to cos inverse x. So put x equal to cos theta. Put x equal to cos theta in LHS. That implies cos inverse x equal to theta. Here x lies between 1 by root 2 and 1. That implies cos theta lies between 1 by root 2 and 1. So that theta lies between 0 and pi by 4. Since cos is decreasing function, so cos theta takes 1 whenever theta is 0 and cos theta takes 1 by root 2 whenever theta is pi by 4. So once x lies between 1 by root 2 and 1, theta lies between 0 and pi by 4. Now taking this substitution in LHS. Now LHS. Now sine inverse of 2x root 1 minus x square equal to sine inverse of 2 cos theta, because we are taking x is cos theta, into root over 1 minus cos square. But root over 1 minus cos square theta is 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta, hence root over sin square theta is sin theta. Hence it gives us 2 sin theta cos theta. But 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta. Once theta lies between 0 and pi by 4, 2 theta lies between 0 and pi by 2. Sin 2 theta. This is sin 2 theta. So sin inverse of sin 2 theta is 2 theta. Since theta lies between 0 and pi by 4 implies 2 theta lies between 0 and pi by 2. Hence sin inverse of sin theta equal to theta. Based on that formula, sin inverse of sin 2 theta is 2 theta here. But theta is cos inverse x. Hence this is 2 cos inverse x. Therefore LHS equal to RHS. So sin inverse of 2x root 1 minus x square is 2 cos inverse x whenever x lies between 1 by root 2 and 1. Next. Similarly, one more problem. Prove that 3 sin inverse x is sin inverse of 3x minus 4x cube for all x that belongs to minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Similarly, 3 sin inverse x equal to sin inverse of 3x minus 4x cube, when our x lies between minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. To prove this problem, put x equal to sin theta in RHS. Taking x equal to sin theta in RHS, that implies theta takes the value sin inverse x. Since here x lies between minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 implies sin theta lies between minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. Theta lies between minus pi by 6 to pi by 6. Now, taking x equal to sin theta in RHS. Taking x equal to sin theta in RHS. Sin inverse of 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta equal to, now RHS equal to sin inverse of 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. That is sin inverse of 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta is sin 3 theta. Sin inverse of sin 3 theta is 3 theta. Whenever 3 theta lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. That can be observed from this one. Since theta lies between minus pi by 6 and pi by 6, 3 theta certainly lies between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Hence, sin inverse of sin x is x can be applicable here, so that sin inverse of sin 3 theta is 3 theta, which is nothing but 3 sin inverse x, because theta equal to sin inverse x. So, 3 sin inverse x in terms of sin inverse is sin inverse of 3x minus 4x cube, possible for x lies between minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. The next one, show that for x greater than 0, y greater than 0, xy greater than 1, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is pi plus tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus x. Show that for x greater than 0 and y greater than 0, x and y are positive reals and xy is more than 1, then tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to pi plus tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. This is also an important result, one property of the inverse trigonometric function. This is a particular case of one property, of course. So, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to pi plus tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. Here given x, both x and y are positive reals and xy is greater than 1. Now, to prove this, let tan inverse x equal to a. That implies x takes the value tan a. Once tan inverse x equal to a, here a lies between, moreover x equal to tan a, and because x is positive, tan a is positive. Since tan a is positive, a lies between 0 and pi by 2. Similarly, let tan inverse y is b. That implies y takes the value tan b. This is also positive given. So, therefore, b lies between 0 and pi by 2. Once taking tan inverse x as a and tan inverse y as b, then both a and b lies between 0 and pi by 2 because x positive and y positive. Hence, a plus b lies between 0 and pi. A plus b lies between 0 and pi. Let it be this is 1. Now coming to x plus y by 1 minus xy. Now x plus y by 1 minus xy equal to x is tan a, y is tan b by 1 minus tan a into tan. Taking x plus y by 1 minus xy, that is tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b. But by trigonometric formula, tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b is tan of a plus b. But here x is positive and y is positive, hence the numerator is positive. And xy is more than 1. Since xy is more than 1, this is negative. The numerator is positive, the denominator is negative. So, positive by negative gives us negative. Hence, x plus y by 1 minus xy is negative. Therefore, tan of a plus b is negative. Since from given values of x and y, this is clearly negative. So, tan of a plus b negative and a plus b lies between 0 and pi. Hence, therefore, a plus b lies between 0 and pi by 2 and pi. Since tan of a plus b is negative, a plus b lies between 0 and pi. In the first quadrant, a plus b, once a plus b lies in the first quadrant, it is positive. Hence, certainly a plus b lies in the second quadrant. A plus b lies between pi by 2 and pi. Then tan of a plus b lies, then tan of a plus b is negative, since x plus y by 1 minus xy is negative. Here a plus b lies between pi by 2 and pi. Therefore, minus pi plus pi by 2 is less than a plus b minus pi is less than pi minus pi. Just I am adding minus pi throughout the inequality. Adding minus pi throughout the inequality, we get minus pi plus pi by 2 is less than a plus b minus pi is less than pi minus pi. Hence, we get minus pi by 2 is less than a plus b minus pi is less than 0. Let it be this is 2. From 1, this is from 1. Now, x plus y by 1 minus xy, x plus y by 1 minus xy may be considered as minus tan of pi minus of a plus b, because x plus y by 1 minus xy is tan of a plus b. The tan of a plus b may be taken as minus of tan of pi minus of a plus b, which is tan of a plus b minus pi, because tan of minus tan of theta minus tan of theta may be written as tan of minus theta. Now, from 2 relation to a plus b minus pi lies between minus pi by 2 to 0. Hence, this tan is invertible. Hence, tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy is a plus b minus pi from 2. It is clear that once a plus b minus pi lies between minus pi by 2 to 0, this tan is invertible. This it becomes bijective, then it is invertible. Hence, tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy becomes a plus b minus pi. But here a is tan inverse x and b is tan inverse y. So, therefore, tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy equal to tan inverse x plus tan inverse y minus pi. Therefore, by taking this minus pi this side, we get tan inverse x plus tan inverse y equal to pi plus tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy, the required result. So, this result is possible whenever x and y, both x and y are positive reals, and moreover xy is greater than 1. Similarly, by taking x less than 0, y less than 0 and xy greater than 1, you can prove that tan inverse of x plus tan inverse of y is minus pi plus tan inverse of x plus y by 1 minus xy. Next, next one. Next problem. If 0 is less than cos inverse x is less than 1 and 1 plus sine of cos inverse x plus sine square of cos inverse x, sine cube of cos inverse x, and so on up to infinity equal to 2, then Ax equal once cos inverse x lies between 0 and 1. Cos inverse x lies between 0 and 1. 1 plus sine of cos inverse x plus sine square of cos inverse x plus sine cube of cos inverse x, and so on up to infinity is 2. Then the value of x is. That is our question. So, here given 0 is less than cos inverse x is less than 1 implies Ax lies between 0 and pi by 2. Since cos inverse x is decreasing function, inequality changes, so x lies between 0 and pi by 2. So, put cos inverse x as theta in given relation, so that we get 1 plus sine theta plus sine square theta plus sine cube theta up to infinity equal to 2, where this theta lies between theta lies between 0 and 1, where theta lies between 0 and 1. And 1 plus sine theta, 1 plus sine theta plus sine square theta plus sine cube theta, and so on up to infinity equal to 2. So, 1 plus sine theta plus 1 sine square theta plus sine cube theta up to infinity. Clearly, this is an infinite GP in which the initial term is 1 and common ratio is sine theta. clearly it is an infinite GP, whose initial term is a equal to 1 and common ratio is sin theta. So that the sum of infinite terms in GP is a by 1 minus r, that is 1 by 1 minus sin theta. 1 by 1 minus sin theta equal to 2. Since sum of infinite terms of GP a by 1 minus r, here a equal to 1 and r equal to sin. So this is 1 by 1 minus sin theta equal to 2. So that 1 minus sin theta takes the value 1 by 2. That implies sin theta takes the value 1 by 2. Hence theta equal to pi by 6. Theta is pi by 6. But theta is cos inverse x. So therefore, cos inverse x equal to pi by 6. Hence x takes the value cos pi by 6, cos 30, that is root 3 by 2. So the value here, the value of x is clearly root 3 by 2. It is a simple application of infinite geometric series and inverse trigonometric functions. ఒకసారి స్టాండ్ బైలో పెట్టండి, ఆఫ్ అండ్ ఒక నిమిషం.